Aaron, Megan, it's great to see you guys a second time, but it's even better because when I say a second time, that means the second season of what people are calling the number one comedy in Canada. And it's family comedy. It's fun. It's realistic. It's almost like looking out the window and checking out what your neighbor is up to. For the both of you, congratulations on season two.
Thank you. Hopefully they're calling it the number one Canada comedy in Canada because it is. I have no idea. Hopefully.
Well, that's what I saw in the advertisements, and guess what? I'm gonna go with that. So
listen, it'd be sued if they were telling lies in those advertisements. So we're going with it.
there you go. Hey, look, Aaron. Since you and I are talking right now, how does it feel, man, to have season two and knowing that? What a great reflective of fun show that really reflects not just what family values and just family interaction is all about, but also just the fact that, like I said, it's such a great reflection of what real families are all about.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. The question. What was the question?
The question was,
agreed on all those things.
I'll shorten it down for you, sir. Just the fact that it's a really great reflection of, Canadian culture. It's a great reflection of, just like I said, it's almost like you're looking out your window and checking what your neighbor is up to because the family dynamics is really fun. How does it feel being able to represent something like that? Because we don't really get a chance to see too much of that on television these days.
No, I think that in terms of the Canadian part, that we get to be. The show takes place in Canada. That Toronto is sort of an extra character on the show. Is really great. A lot of times these shows take place in any place USA and Pacific, and the fact that we use it feels really great, especially as a couple of Canadians. Megan and I are both Canadian ourselves, so that's always great to represent the show. And yeah, I think that it really reflects. People are really connecting with how real it is, how sort of true it is. I know that we get stopped in the street all the time and being told like real stories from people's lives and how they reflect in the show, and it's really gratifying to hear that it's connecting with people in that way.
Megan, for folks who may not even know what the series is about, can you just explain what it is, please?
The show is about Astrid and James, who have currently 3 children, and how they, navigate their life as parents of young kids, trying to maintain a sense of who they were before, their kids came in and changed everything.
What has been your favorite part so far from season one? What was the one episode? I mean, they're all great episodes, but what was the episode that you enjoyed the most?
From season 1?
Yeah.
I really like the episode where we talk about death. It was funny, but also, there were some true moments in there. But season 2 is really what I am excited about. There's just so many more stories. We have 16 episodes. In season 1, we only did 8. So there's tons of time to tell lots and lots of different stories. And we really get to see the characters develop and change and get like really, really specific because now we have the time to do that. And you just see us really comfortable with each other, and I just have been so happy with the episodes that I've seen.
Aaron, what are some of the surprises that maybe one or two that you can give us that's going to be happening in season 2?
Well, the first episode aired last week, and I think that's a really great one. People can check it out on the CTV app, where we have this new baby now, and so we're very sleep deprived. And Megan and I get to be really particularly ridiculous because we're just out of our minds, and that was really fun. And like the first season, the big debate about having a third baby. This year's debate is about whether or not we should move to the suburbs and sort of get more space and have more money, but we'll be farther away from our extended family and our jobs. And maybe that's a good thing, considering who our extended family is. But it's certainly up for debate, and that's sort of the long-going conversation that Astrid and I are having.
Now, Megan, I don't have kids. I've got friends who have kids and stuff. Is that a conversation that you think happens a lot with families when it starts to grow? That conversation about the suburbs, should we move there? Should we move away from the family? In fact, some people even not just move to the suburbs, they actually move out of the city or out of the country.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty common, and especially these days, like it's expensive to live in the city, especially, and if you have multiple people that you're paying for, it makes sense to move, slightly out of the center of things. And like the way the world works now is like you can do everything on the computer, just like we're doing now. So you don't actually have to, go into the office every day necessarily. So I think that's a pretty common conversation.
Meaghan, are we being introduced to any new characters? And if so, who are they? If not, how is the rest of the cast growing in season 2?
Yeah, there's definitely some new characters coming in. Like I said, because we have 16 episodes, there's a lot of guest stars that come in that are really great. Kim Coates comes in to play someone very special. Are we allowed to say who it is? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes, you can. Yeah. Yeah, you can. You can.
Oh, no, Rudy, you don't get to say what we're allowed to say.
Yeah, wait, are we?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay. Matthew.
That was the voice of God. His name is Matthew.
You're allowed.
Hi.
Yeah, Kim Coates comes in. He plays my mother's new boyfriend. So it's a very interesting dynamic if you know Kim Coates, the big presence that he is. He comes in and sort of shakes things up a little bit, and it's really fun to see him do comedy. He was really excited to be there and really excited to do it. We have Aaron Ashmore who comes in for an episode. Wonderful guy, wonderful actor. Anna Hopkins is back she was in last season. She's actually, I think, in the episode that airs tonight. But then otherwise, yeah, we have our core characters who you get to see a lot more of them. And I'm thinking of one episode in particular where we really get to see where they all came from.
Oh, that's cool. I love that. Aaron, I didn't have a chance to ask you earlier, though. What was your favorite episode from last season? And what episode do you think we should really be looking forward to in this season?
Well, in the first season, I loved the road trips. I just thought it was great to sort of, get out. No. I think it's good that we're hyping 2 episodes. But road trips was great. There's a lot of... I think that's an episode that there's a lot of dramatic scenes and the comedy is really amazing, and it gets into just like it gets really deep into a lot of specific conflicts about just like traveling with children, and it was beautifully shot and really I really love that episode a lot. This season, I don't know. There's an episode about money where they're sort of trying to pull their bootstraps to sort of reach a budget at the end of the month. That really is fun. There's an episode where Astrid and I it's our hookup anniversary, and so we're trying to make it special and have a night of hooking up, and everything goes wrong. And there's a lot of episodes like that are really tighter, and they feel like almost like fast paced plays or something. Like there's more laughs and more heartwarming moments sort of jammed into every episode this year.
Cannot wait. Meaghan, as we wrap this up, what do you hope folks are going to get from season 2?
I think season 2 is going to be enjoyable for people just because at this point, the characters. So it is a bit of comfort watching. There's no like getting used to people. You're just right in it. And the stories are so relatable. It's so funny. I'm so happy with it. And everyone's performances are really great. So definitely easy watching. Makes you feel good.
Aaron, same question, my friend.
Yeah, I think the same. I mean, hopefully they can connect with us the same way we're connecting with each other. And it's always hard when you're shooting something and you're having like just such a great time that will this time translate? And I think this is a show that really does. And hopefully people, continue to enjoy spending their Monday nights with us. I know that we love making the show. And it does feel like hopefully they're a part of our family, just like our kids are.
And we love watching it. We love watching it. Folks, thank you so much for the interview. Congratulations on season 2. And I know we're going to be talking about season 3. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thanks, Rudy.